Hi everyone, Cendril here. Welcome back to Hand of Fate 2. Fate Hand 2, correct. I've been trying out so many different things lately. I'm like looking at the controller, it's like, am I pressing the right button? So that'd be fun with a game that's really important about timing.
Yet he has had but a century to make his changes. I have had an eternity in the arms of death.
I have been playing, let's see. This is a more dark game anyway. I've been playing Fist of the North Star, Lost Paradise, in my off time. So I've been playing that. I started a Zelda randomizer because one of my best friends plays those, and I decided to give it a try. I'm playing an FF4 randomizer called Free Enterprise. If you watched Games Done Quick, you might have saw it. I had never heard of it, and that sounds like a lot of fun. And it's been a lot of fun. So that... Oh yeah, we also had the weekend, so that's fun. Let's start with strength again. Give it a try. Food doesn't heal. There will be dice. Take Colbjorn. Game seemed a little sluggish, and I don't know if that was the game or that I'm rusty or what, but I just couldn't get those counters very well. I can tell you the game is a little sluggish, at least from my experience so far. There's a little bit of, like, it's not completely smooth. There's like a little delay. And you kind of saw that the last stream when I was trying some of this, a few of the stuns and counters. There's just a little delay. Some of them just weren't quite catching, and I'm pretty confident in my timing for counters and stuff like that. Like, I've never let's played or streamed the Batman Arkham series, but I was really good at those. Do you play it on a PC? Yes, I am playing on PC. But I was really good at that combat. And you know, it's very smooth. Healer seems like a really good idea. Let's do that. For this. Helpful Priest also sounds like a good idea. Waterfall Youth. I want to take Old Maiden with that. Doesn't work well on PCs, or maybe it's the keyboard controls I'm using. Maybe I'm using wired 360 controller with it. Also, one of the big things is I'm streaming at the same time, so you know, splitting load, there may be a little bit of like input there. Let's go. We need money. I'm gonna take out Chauffeur Woodcutter for now, put in Old Maiden. So the plan is, we want to find Waterfall of Youth, so we can get the vial. Then give the vial to the Old Maiden. That's the plan. Will we do it? I don't know.
Will the cards be in our favor? Probably not.
Probably not. We haven't had too much good luck there. Take Alchemist. I already have Alchemist. From last time. Just the encounter deck has been changed quite a bit. Okay. What else we got? Will of the Emperor, Imperial Armor. Imperial Armor. We need 60 defense. So heavier stuff would be good. Golden Shield. 8 defense? It's probably for selling. I don't care too much about it. We would like to find Bastion of Purification. Nah. Gambler's Jewel. Hi, AJ. Hi, Kerna. Yeah, you get that the game can be frustrating. Raynard, you get it. Three uses. Yeah, sure. Lose chart with easy escape. I don't feel like I need that. Ruby Ring? Actually, Dead Man's Hand wouldn't be a bad idea, would it? Don't need to study? Gotcha. Just me, I understand. Marksman's Bane. Only 2 weapons. Since I get a shield anyway. Shield gets Scorched Blade. If we find Bastion of Purification, all the better. Okay. We'll see what happens. As for supplies, the food, the healing spirits, and we'll start with... Oh, you could start with this. Fate's Path. You can start with the Blessing. That's interesting. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. Let's give it a go.
This last century has been, for me, a blessed relief. You have pulled me away from eternity, and in the process, I have lost something fundamental.
Where are we? The ogre. Have food is not you. First thing we do.
Cool idea for a map where you spin depending on who you went now.
Yeah, Hand of Fate's always been good about that. It'll take away something fundamental that's been ingrained in you, and then you have to cope with it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So use all that. You know, it's also cursed. If you do not return, the ogre simply starve to death. Yeah, true. But I think I would starve to death before the ogre. Man of the world. Well, let's see what's here. There's one drunken knight. Great. Mire, Swamplands, King's Road. Oh, shoot. I forget which one's which. Sitting in the mire is just a fight, right? I guess I kind of need to take the fights though, because I need equipment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a weekend and sometimes since we've done this one. 5 of greed. Better do it now before the end. 4 of steel. So this first one's probably going to go poorly as I try to get in the rhythm of things, but you never know. Alright, Empire it is.
Your artifact is empty now and will be of little use to you here.
There are no innocents in battle.
Almost got hit by that first attack, but dodged that way just in time.
Back to the bones. I hope you have learned to be their master.
Always. Always re-roll that one.
Well done. You continue to impress.
Scripture's Companion, if there's ever a wheel It kind of stinks to draw though, because when we find the Elder's Gift, we just get the fame. We don't get it. Kind of a wasted draw in a way. Yeah, I also have a little snack by me, so I'm gonna eat that because I'm not cursed. Just the character.
Alright, no, it's all that completely rolled up. There.
Okay, the Swamplands is just Garbo. It's just find your way. One drunken night. We can change that. I'm too fat. Gold over there. Ah. Just a little too.
Bad place to be drunk.
Right. That was poor play. Next. The ogre. Creature defense. Come see us. More Swamplands. Lame. I've missed a shard twice. Alright, there's the Waterfall of Youth. Success. That may be the best advice, Rainer. Don't get hurt. Hey. Thank you, Colonel. It's like number 3. I mean, kind of obvious, but thank you anyway. I think it's number 1. 1 is a success, but... Hey, we're both right!
Oh, I lost track of it though.
You're surprised and relieved to see the sisters greet you at the door, both full-grown adults. Thank you for assistance the other day. As promised, greet you with open arms as Yvette sulks in the corner. Citron vial, already filled it from the waterfall. Potion to you. At the beginning of each new map, draw 1 life gain card. Cool. Counts as a blessing. We want to give it to the old maiden. Hopefully we find the old maiden. And 10 food. Sweet! I'd always put that in the deck, but 50-50 chance of failing or not. I don't know about that.
Fame and
Oh,
glory
I don't have enough fame.
ease the path to
16 fame.
success, if nothing else.
Bad time to get that one, because this won't give me enough. Silencer of Greed for a Frost. Fun fact, potion used to be a special item, like the relics from the Emperor, or the half of Odysseus' shard.
Your
Neat.
your voting messed up. There's only one option.
Oh.
Type D.
Whoa! Thank you. Thank you, Twitch.
Twitch has stated you will fight the thieves. Apparently.
I honestly thought it was going to be something like that. Not a blessing, just a special item. So, that's cool.
Oh, it still counts to be put too. Good.
Okay, good. Still counting to be put 2.
Way to Twitch.
Do you wait for fear of making the wrong move?
Alright, fight the bandits it is. Come on. Reroll. There we go.
Some weapons, this one included, require a great hero to carry them.
Let's see. Felvin's favor. But we need that fame. There we
Fame
go.
alone has got you here. Let action carry you forward.
Alright, continue on. Hey, 25 life. Awesome. Alright, blacksmith. We're gonna give him the helmet. Well, no. Last time we gave the shield, we end up fighting the Bastion of Purification. So, you know what? We actually have a helm. Let's just upgrade the helm. Upgrade that. And move on for now. Ugh. Yay.
Oh,
Darn it. 3 food, but not any equipment.
Good luck taking this token from me.
Because I want the blessing that we have. Do it later. Do it another run. Has top hat? The old maiden! Haha! Give her the potion of youth. You have something I desire. Give it to me, and in exchange, I will offer you something no mortal has ever beheld. Sure. You know the potion of youth. That's why I did this. Also for the token. Pours the entire contents of the vial into her mouth.
A reward well earned.
The maiden. She became a platinum. Nice. Back to how she was at the in Hand of Fate.
Yeah.
1. Within moments, the potion takes effect. The old woman transforms into a youthful maiden. I thank you for your generosity, mortal. Now I may continue helping your kind for centuries more. Please, take my offering. Gain 8 fame. Elven Ring. At the beginning of every new map, draw a blessing
The
card.
days came and went.
Hank?
The world has left them behind.
If you have 2 or more blessings, choose one to discard. So if you have more than 2 or more, you have to get rid of one, but you can trade out. Cool.
Worth it.
Now, what do you seek? Longer life supplies or money?
I guess in longer life would only extend our lives.
Yes, correct. I don't think she said that. Did I miss that? Where she says no one has ever helped her? I don't think she said that, but... Glad to help. I could have just skipped over it. Maybe if we draw her card again, she mentions it.
Probably. It counted card. I changed mine to a 3, so that's why it switched.
Okay. As for money. No amount of gold will satisfy a mortal, but if that is what you truly wish, I grant it in abundance, she said sweetly. That's different.
Damn.
She talks differently because we helped her. 10 gold. 20 gold. Gold. Alright, let's see. Let's see what's here. The Bachelor Purification! Hey! We're kind of looking for that. Cool.
I
Helpful
hate them
priest.
even when they're helpful. You could have easily kept the priests out of this, you know.
Meet a wandering priest who greets you in a friendly manner. For a small share of your provisions, I will bless you in the name of the gods. Give half our food. Knowing us, it'll round up. So it gives 7 food, but we get a blessing.
Like with the card, the dealer's just like, why do you have to bring a priest? And then
Yeah! I love it. I love the dealer has his own personality.
Yeah.
Anything to do with, like, priests or gods or any of that, he's just so not in for. It's great.
He's like, why'd you do this?
Yeah, why did you do this? It's great. I love it. Alright, give priest half the food. Huge success. Success, success, success. Good luck.
A lot of games do that nowadays, though, is breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah, but it's not breaking the fourth wall. He knows because this is your past.
Oh, right, yeah.
So he knows. Well, everybody's really confident on 3. I hope y'all are right because I have no clue. Oh, it was number 2. We were all wrong.
Oh darn. I lost it.
And of course we lose 7 food because the game can't be nice. Teamwork! Your companion ability cooldown charges 20% faster. That's like the most worthless blessing for me. Because I always... Like, I use it at the beginning of battle and then usually not again. King's Road. 1. Divine Providence. +2 to each of your dice during dice gambit. Heck yeah. Alright, Blacksmith. I do want that. Now it has 20 defense. I don't have a suit of armor, sadly, but upgrade a shield. There's the Bash of Purification. Make that better. So here we want to find a... We want to find a piece of armor here. Over here? Swamplands. The difference between the Old Maiden is that where Old Marith gave you 1 gain card, Young Marith will give you 2. Awesome. That's really cool. We found Swamplands, which is lame. But we had +2 to everything because of Blessing, and that's awesome. Well, I like that ring. I wish you could always give us the ring, too. Sitting in the mire. Well. Steal a Phoenix and a 4 of Steel. Or a 4 of Frost with a Shaman of Frost. You have the potion you use, shall always trade it for the Elven Ring, if I recall correctly. That makes sense. But then we'd have to pass the thing to get the potion of you. Hi, Shadow. And that's just a 50-50 chance.
Ho, 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 you make a poor apprentice. Cultivate focus.
I agree with the dealer for all of you. I mean, what? Alright, looks like I choose. I'm gonna fight the Empire then.
Your artifact is empty now and will be of little use to you here.
Block. Got me while I was trying to bash every time. And I was stuck there for a little while. Great! Like, I really do dislike the bash in this one. It's so unwieldy. Well, it's not so bad. Failure of water or youth isn't a total loss. Oh, okay. You don't get the potion, but you'll get a food gain card. Oh, okay, great. I thought I'd just nothing and then it's a waste of a card. That's not bad. Yeah, the bash in the game as a whole, it's so unwieldy. I don't like it. In Hand of Fate 1, I used it a bunch. Because it was much faster. Now it just, you're in the air for so
You may
perfect
take
armor.
their garb, but hopefully not their ideas.
Shuffle one less down to a minimum of one shuffle. That's cool. Medium armor. Max life. Adds 20 max life while you have a one-handed weapon equipped. Cool. Hand of Fate 1, it was fluid. But now you do the whole jump animation, and there's just so many... You're in the air for so long, and you can get hit while you're in it. Because you can't do anything while you're in that animation. It's just not fluid at all. Elder Gift.
It is not too late to plan
platinum.
better.
Because we grabbed it already. And we now have 32 fame. Too bad Palace Armory is gone. Sitting in the mire. Anarchist of Greed. And 5 of Greed. Shaman of Frost and 3 of Frost. Alright. Fight the Raiders.
You should have run away. We will finish this.
That too, activating the companion gets me hit more than it helps. That's the third time this run I have, while activating the companion the second time, I've been hit. Terrible roll, jeez. I'm glad we have that blessing. Gambler's Jewel. Add +2. Continue on. Long shot. Score the exact target value in a dice gambit to draw 2 equipment cards, then discard this card. Oh, that's not happening. Because we get +4 now. Because you have to reach to activate the ability? No, because again, you're in that, like, you hold up your sword animation. I try to press block or something while I'm doing it. Sorry, parry. And it doesn't go off because, again, you're in an animation. Blacksmith. We get the Badge of Purification, which now has 25 defense. Upgrade the armor. Cards are everything. Alright, camp. We have to buy food. For 15. Alright.
Alchemy is one of the pure arts. That says little for its practitioners, however.
Countless jars and obscure artifacts clutter the room. On a central workbench, a peculiar glass beaker simmers over a flame. Ah, I see you found my laboratory then, a voice exclaims. From behind a pile of dusty books, a robed figure emerges, clad in a pointy hat and a pair of thick spectacles. So, here to create the elusive elixir of life, or perhaps it is gold you desire. All is possible through alchemy. Alas, I have yet to prove that such things are indeed possible, he explains. No matter! Say, would you care to assist me with an experiment? The alchemist. Very well, let's begin. Take a jar and place its contents in the beaker, he says as he dips his quill in an inkwell and prepares to write. Remember, you must keep the elixir pure. You take a jar from the shelf and unscrew the lid.
Here we see yet another wheel, each different, yet each bearing their own similarities.
What? I don't know what I want to take out. All of this means nothing to me.
Probably want to keep it all blue or all feathers or all beetles. Or all mushrooms. Same color or same thing.
There's an even mix. That's the point.
Yeah.
Alright, fine. Let's get red beetle. Let's see. Jar contains a collection of red beetles. The one you place in the beaker dissolves instantly. The clear liquid gains the faintest tint of red. Excellent! Scrawls feverishly in his ledger. Now pick another. I'm gonna try for all red. See how well that does. Remarkable! This one looks promising. Now pick one more. Reach for the next jar. Okay, it's all red.
Did it.
As you add the red mushroom, the mixture glows an intense red, lighting up the Eureka! The alchemist's eyes glow wide with excitement. The fabled elixir of life. He deeps a large ladle into the glowing liquid and holds it out to you. Here, drink it. The dealer draws you 2 max life gain cards. 5. 15. Okay, the 5 is disappointing. The red liquid is sweet like honey and warm like sunshine, refreshing as a sea breeze. You hear the sound of gulls and children laughing, and for a moment your troubles are abolished. Your mind clears, and you find a newfound strength and hardiness about you. Go! Aquas thanks you profusely for your assistance before returning to his ledger to make more notes. All red is good. I like all red.
An unpaid debt is an invitation to trouble.
Could have swore I took you out of the deck. Well, I don't feel like fighting, so we're gonna borrow money. We'll borrow 10 because then it's 15 to pay back. Give me 10. You must pay back 15 gold in 5 steps. That's fine. Thanks for the gold. Makes that easier.
Music
Shrine, awesome.
pleases you. No one will listen.
To my Providence Gambler's Tool. My Providence is 2 to everything. Gambler's Rolls is plus 2. That's fine. 10 max life. Awesome. 5 more max life. Great. Good. Oh, out of food.
A balance of resources is key.
I didn't
no
see
one
that. I
wants
thought we
to
had one more
perish
step.
wealthy but starving.
Interesting that you still get the no food penalty even if food doesn't know you right now.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
That's a good point. As you might have guessed, yellow is all gold. Yeah, I guessed that. What? I was in the middle of rolling. Oh. Mix the colors so either nothing happens or bad things. I'm not entirely sure. That wiki article is very incomplete. Okay. Life is on the left, max life is on the right. Cool, 5 food, we needed that. 10 food, great. Continue on. Plentiful Harvest. Whenever you draw 2 consecutive gain cards of the same type, gain 3 food. That's pretty cool. Guess we don't need more food. There's the Shattered Forge. You'll be needing this, the Imperial Armor. Yes. And that gives us more than 60 defense. Defeat the ogre. Can't get life back. So. Payback. 15 gold. Here you go. Say, you look like you can handle yourself in a fight. If If you're ever looking for a job, I always have need of people who can persuade others to do what's right, says the loan shark. As Badger and his goons leave, you notice the weapon glinting in the light. You wait until the air is cleared before stooping to pick it up. One of Badger's goons must have dropped it, though his band of well-armed cutthroats have more than enough implements of murder. Oh, then ambush. Man, what a terrible, terrible luck. I just want to find the ogre. Maybe we can get through this. Because we have the defense now. The Alchemist article was one of the reasons I became an admin for the weekend. Cool. Captain, command falls on the head of those who are loud, brash, and fortunate. Captains wear armor that dulls standard attacks. Use bash to break their armor. Narrow, clean street too. Get your armor. The article's contents was 3 reds equals win. That was it for series. Wow. 5 food, 3 food. I would have liked a health potion. Would have been great.
Healing
Healer.
in a place like this
Buy
always
healing.
carries a
Buy
price.
healing. 35 for 15 gold. Cool. Forgot we hadn't found that card yet. Arm wrestling for money. Hey, we have the for 40 gold. Too bad we can't buy more healing. But we do have like all the plus to dice, so maybe we can win to get the token. A masked bounty hunter sits motionless across the table from you. You prepare yourself for the 4th round of competition. 16. Hey, 16. Oh man, I hit it right on the dot. Darn. Not that we need
Victory.
equipment right now.
You are learning.
For fame, you hear heavy breathing through your opponent's mask. Your opponent silently rises from the table and leaves with her consolation prize. Take your award, you'll compete in the next round for a larger prize. Jeez. Oh, sitting in the mire. It was the last card over there. Anarchist of Greed, Silencer of Greed, 5 of Greed. Yeah, the combo of our Blessing and Ring is amazing for these die rolls. Captain of Steel, Musket, and some guards. Both bad. hate the captain. I don't like the anarchist either. I'll fight the Empire.
Your artifact is empty now and will be of little use to you here.
Really? You have that kind of range? Oh, you're the captain. I wonder if we'll reach the die roll to get treasure. Dead man's hand. Yes, I would. You have anything else? Scorched blade. Perform an attack that ignites the blade with fire for 8 seconds. Fire causes 175% damage to northerners. Riposte causes damage to armor. No, I want my blade. Here we go.
He is one of the last of his kind. He has waited decades now, defending his land, building his reputation, hoping to see another of his kind. His story ends here, and his people soon after.
Catch up to Arya as she charges through the hillside. In her hand she carries a massive mace, its face fashioned from the traveling forge's aim. See how he likes it when my forge fights back! Preparations can be our last chance. No time for caution! Where are you, monster? Poor fellows come happy to their death. Crunch, crunch, the little wagon went. Toast your bones, sing it beautifully. Bellows in defiance and charges her bow. Dreknar swings his club wildly, catching Kolbjorn and sending them flying. Then the ogre swings at us. The mighty cup glances off your armor. Your armor's thick and strong. Aridon laughs. Anders is done well. Dreknar roars and charges into battle. So now we get the blacksmith. We get Arya to help us. Dreknar the Mighty. Uses damage by 4. Oh, but I need to know what she does. Plastic game. I already died to him once. With the ogre defeated, you and... Let's see, how are you supposed to pronounce her full name? Aridan? The blacksmith. Rushed Corbiord's side and helped them to their feet. Then you see it, shining under a pile of bloodied rags and small bones. The other half of Medusa's charm. The two halves of Medusa's charm slide together, and with a rush of relief, you feel the curse lift.
Every butcher understands how best to cleave flesh from bone.
Food bounty. Create an aura that lasts 60 seconds. While active, gain 1 food for every enemy defeated. Excludes undead. Interesting. Powerful combat item with a limited number of uses. So 3 uses. That's kind of cool. With a shout of joy, R-E-A-D-N-E. That's too complicated. You're the blacksmith now. Wow, now that was exhilarating. We brought down Draknar the Mighty. We're bloody heroes. Blacksmith runs a hand over her hammer. She seems reluctant to let this moment go. Say, you don't need some extra muscle in your troop, do you? And we befriended the blacksmith.
And so you gather more tools, and with each step, more power.
For defeating the ogre, Draknar the Mighty. Stirring in the mire, if you want to fight for some equipment, some goods. Wetland ambush, which you do for the fame, I guess. Food? I think you get food. Toshers. Y'all are different. For defeating Draknar the Mighty, your supplies have been added to. We can start with a battered helm. We also get Odysseus' Charm, so that's in the deck now for us to choose. Sisters of Vengeance. And Ward of the Innocent. You'd think we would have gotten Ward of the Innocent from with the guards. The mage one. Because that's where we found the shield. Anyway. For befriending the blacksmith, Anders the Drunkard, and the blacksmith. I didn't notice that. Wait, the hammer she's wielding is an anvil attached to a stick?
Yes.
That's awesome. True blacksmith fashion. Yeah, she's that strong. For armoring yourself fully, jousting armor, Lady of the Lake. Nice. If only it was that legendary sword, I'd be unstoppable. For restoring the maiden to her true form, we get Maiden. She took the anvil from the broken forge and put it on a stick. That's awesome. For discovering the elixir of life, Lionheart.
Wait, so what's that?
True. For successfully paying back our loan, Sapper's Bolt. Nah. That's another gold. I really dislike the Hierophant one. Not a fan. We've done the wheel already. Let's do something that's going to kill us. Justice, the Hangman, Death, Temperance.
That sounds deadly.
That sounds like blues. Because, well... How about... Let's try Justice.
When Tool comes to bear upon the work, both are shaped.
Prepare
This
for...
journey will change you and I equally.
Help defend the Imperial Fort against waves of Northerner attacks. Prepare for combat against Northerners. We will need to demonstrate great precision and be prepared for chance card gambits. blacksmith.
smith, and a fine one.
Huge
Of
success.
all your companions, I respect her the most.
Of all your companions, I respect her the most. The dealer.
Okay.
To the blacksmith. Armor break. When activated, Aridane. Yeah. Blast performs a powerful attack that causes high armor damage. Stay close to charge her ability faster. Interesting. Optionally, duplicate a card in any chance card's gambit, but lose your companion for 3 turns. Melee tank. A brute in close quarters, rarely needing a revive. Attacks break, block, and damage armor. Prioritizes armored enemies. Cool. Sound neat. We'll take Anders the Drunkard. I get 1 platinum card. Platinum card. We know how all of these work, so we'll take the new one. Lady of the Lake. Holy Relic sounds like fun. Probably not. What else, chat? Let's see. Goblin Retainer. Duel is new. Empire Contacts. Mage's Workshop. Pauper Dilemma. Toshers. A whole bunch of these we don't have the token for. Alchemist again. If I get like it cursed, you get cursed if you screw up. No, because we can't get 100 gold together. There's Palace Armory. Now's the hard part. We have so many cards that... Sure, we'll take the Toshers. Just take all the new ones. See what happens. Because I have enough. Now I'll take 1 Drunken Knight again. Why not? Yay! New stuff! Across the board. Oh, except for 1 Drunken Knight. 10 equipment. Okay. We haven't seen you. We're fighting Northerners, so we'll take the Scorched Blade. Take Sisters of Vengeance. Bastion of
You
Purification.
do like that one, don't you?
I do like that one. It has 15 armor on it. We'll take Lionheart as our 1 super rare. Will of the Emperor. Jousting armor has 20 armor, so it must be heavy. Okay with that. Lord's Diadem, because it helps with the swinging back and forth. That's cool. I mean, not for us. Shuffle less. We'll take the Empire armor. We know we're facing Northerners. Winter's Bane instead of the Sisters of Vengeance. We'll test them out some other time. 2 armor. Take another helmet. Let's take... Pious robes, because it's served us well in the past. Sure. You're good against Northerners, the fine sword, and Fate's Path, because we've not seen it yet. So I'm going to take it. Just to see. Sure, experimentation. Ready, set, go.
The people in our lives have much to teach us. In your case, each one is a lesson to be learned. With their aid, you can discover the truth that lies at the center of this web.
Ah, it's one of these.
Allies
All right.
and enemies, friends and foes. The Empire has been all of those things to you, yet ultimately, the Emperor lays dead by your hand.
Well, the cartographer would have been good here because we had a lot. We could have done cheerful woodcutter here if we put a bunch of gold gain in the deck. We have options with this one, but we got all the new cards. Roldan the Fierce, the heroic Imperial General, has disappeared in the northern mountains during a diplomatic mission. A company has been sent to search for Roldan and his entourage. You have been enlisted as a scout for the group, given your experience with dealing with the Northerners. You head off to catch up to the reinforcements who have established a small camp just outside of Empire territory. Mountains everywhere. Report to the Imperial Fort. Okay, what's this thing? Oh, you are the Imperial Fort. Great, did it. Done! You're brought to the commander of the fort, Callius Pompeius Trinico. His large bulk is ill at ease with the thin mountain air, and he pauses only to briefly address you. Mercenary, we need supplies of wood and stone. Go out and find what you can for us. I'm not taking another step in these dreadful mountains until we've established a proper defense. The commander roars to his lieutenant as he hurries back to his tent. Roldan's recklessness led to his downfall, and I'll not repeat his mistake. A squad of soldiers makes ready to accompany you into the wilderness. The men are led by Captain Alpus, who seems far too young for his gloomy countenance. Hope you know your way around these mountains, he mutters as you leave the fort together. 0 wood, 0 stone, 20 soldiers. Alright. You have 20 soldiers with you, set off into the mountains. Okay. Really, we get general store now? There's Marx's Bane, we can finally see it. 8 hits for a 250% critical strike. Deals 135 damage to Empire and ranged enemies. Ignores defense, requires 3 fame. Reflect 15 projectiles from the Empire enemies with a shield that can reflect. Huh. That's cool. Forest.
The study of wood is the study of steel. For without the ability to cut, our tools are nothing.
The ancient path up the mountains leads through light woodlands. 100 wood remains at this location to be harvested. Direct the soldiers to gather wood. First one, gather.
The pendulum swings like a scythe, bearing hope or failure.
Soldiers quickly and efficiently hack down a number of trees before you continue on. News from the fort. You pass a messenger on the road who gives warning of northerner raiding parties in the area. They may already know that we're here, Captain Alpus warns. We should try to avoid facing them directly while we establish our defenses. Okay.
Use the Empire to provide the fodder for your own challenges. I understand.
Empire contacts. You visit your contact in the Imperial Armory. You must be planning for trouble if you come to me for help, he says with a knowing grin. Tell me who you're hunting. I'll see what I can find in the vault of contraband items. We're fighting Northerners. They have just the thing, he comments, heading into the vault. Winter's Bane. Ah, 20 gold. Lame. So you have to pay. Or you put back on top. That's cool. Oh, we need stone. Oh, but we can't. Okay, we don't get stone from there. They're gonna come this way, it looks like.
I can't determine whether you're the sort of person to put their faith in goblins, or merely the sort to give their actions no thought.
The tower is in chaos. Alarm bells have the garrison soldiers in a panic. As you watch, a goblin with a hefty sack leaps from a window, dangling a makeshift rope. One mission. He bounces painfully off the wall as he lowers himself to the ground. The castle doors fly open, guards assemble, armed and angered. The goblin blows his horn, discharging little more than a feeble hiss. I need a moment to recharge this. Help me, and I'll split my takings. Before you can reply, he throws you an item from his sack. Here, your retainer. It says 15 gold. Arrest them, they're with the goblin!
Let us see what the smith can achieve.
Managed to email my boss, and they rescheduled the exam for Thursday. Nice! More time to study for it. Cool. Always like that when that happened. It is the anvil. That is awesome. Steel and flesh both subscribe to the same rules. If you hit them hard enough, they do what you want. When activated, Oridane performs powerful attacks that cause high armor damage. Stay close to charge your ability faster. That's awesome. I like that.
Ripped.
And goblin.
This will be a story.
We're done. Oh, he's dead. Stop hitting the goblin. He paid me, so. Bash! Look how huge she is. She's a giant. That's awesome. Hearing the shouts of additional guards, the goblin summons a portal and drags you in. The three of you fall through a seemingly endless tunnel of swirling stars. Ooh, stuff. Ooh, what's that? I can't read it. What's the item? Is it an item? I have no idea either. That's where we're gonna try to get it. Corrupt healers. Oh, nope, it's a curse. Lame. I thought it may have been
Perhaps you should have taken your time.
I thought it may have been a blessing. Lose gold whenever you receive life. Oh, well, that's absolutely terrible. That's really lame. I couldn't read it.
We passed through the rivers and hoped to be washed clean. Yet here we are.
10 gold.
Across 100 years, almost every true artifact of power has been lost.
What used to be a lavish monastery has taken a major hit from a recent raid. A monk laments. It's a shame about the missing gold, but it's an even greater tragedy that they've stolen our holy relic. You volunteer to search for the raiders. Look, they left a trail. There's Aridane pointing at an artifact behind a bush. Will of the Emperor.
I wonder how the Emperor feels about his precious wrath now, eh?
Execute Thief. Deal 100 damage to a random enemy thief when activated. Item restores charges after combat. Ooh, I like this one. Because I hate the thief enemies. This is my kind of item. Too bad you're not thieves. We probably won't see thieves here, but I'm going to remember this item. Alert the authorities, take the violent approach, take the stealthy approach. Looks like we're taking the stealthy approach. Success, failure. No. Oh, I like having you in combat. Number 1 card it is! Hey, success! You stealthily tie up the raiders without disturbing their slumber and haul the stolen items back to the monastery. The monks grab the carved sapphire hat from you as soon as you return. The holy relic is worth far more than gold to us, so please take the rest as your reward. Carved sapphire hat. I get a bunch of money that we're going to be losing. You know, so we're going to be losing the money anyway.
Of peace in these northern winters.
Gerald and the Fierce. Do you think I'll get a title like that? Aridane the Just has a certain ring to it, doesn't it? No building currently at fort. 980 soldiers remaining at the fort. Move this turn. Screw that. Raid. Buy equipment. What do we have? Winter's Bane. Give me that. And use the rest of the money on food. Alright, fight me!
This is a force too large for you to handle on your own.
Bull.
Let them pass.
Trouble approaches, we're seriously outnumbered. Luckily, though, we have some options for avoiding the brutes. Why? just kill them. I ain't take them all. I ain't scared. Attempt to hide in a nearby cave? Sure. Success, failure. Let them pass.
Excellent.
Check out
A
Walter.
wise decision.
Achievement unlocked. Okay. Pauper Dilemma. The town crier announces the Empire seeks mercenaries to join the battle against corruption. You seek out the watchtower where recruitment is taking place. You arrive in time to hear Sir Malifaux's plan. The outbreak begins there. We cannot risk sparing any of their lives. Sir Malifaux the Green leads the mercenaries to the Pauper District, where the poor and sick have been walled off from the rest of the city. As you hear the wailing of the corrupted, Sir Malifaux gives his command to charge. Return wood to fort. Oh, I didn't see that updated. I feel like we're going to be doing this one again. Which is fine. Sure, refuse to fight the paupers. Traitor! And we kill the Imperials. I'll still take Winter's Bane, though. Oh yeah, what did that do, by the way? What does Fate's Path do? Reveal all encounters when you reach the stairs. Oh, that didn't help me here. No, we'll change that. When you reach the stairs, you can see everything else. So while you have this, it's best to just try to guess where the stairs are. Head there, then see the rest of the encounters and go back. Man, that looks awesome. Winter's Bane, used to defend those in need.
Time to wreck this joint!
Oh, that's not counterable. No, we lost money. If I have any money to lose, which I don't think I do. So, bonus. Well, we lose money when we heal, and we're going to heal every step after we get hit, so... Spot a peasant woman with a child hiding behind some barrels. You lead them past the wall, past gatekeepers who look pointedly in the other direction. Bless your heart, please accept this token of our appreciation. Gain 2 fame, 7 food, perfect, 5 more food, awesome, good. We're gonna start doing that. Yeah, I like her a lot. She hits really hard.
The game
Narrow
is a
ravine.
bridge between this world and the next, reaching forward into the nothing beyond.
While scouting the mountain ranges, you come across a deep ravine. Surveys the cliffside. We could build a bridge here, he decides. It could give us an edge over those barbarians if they think this pass is impossible. Oh, shoot. I was hoping I'd be able to go through here. 10 soldiers, 30 wood, 4 stone. Well, that really stinks because they're going to beat us to the place, which I don't want.
Old woods and old secrets dwell here.
Nothing doing. Ah.
What an unfortunate time for your skills to leave you.
It is. Kill as many as we can. Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of punt on this one and we'll do it again. Now that I understand what's going on. Plus getting the corrupt healers was bad luck too. Nope, I see you. You die. I should mention this challenge is not everyone's favorite, if you catch my drift. I wonder what. Yeah, I get it. 20 wood and 4 fame. There's another like raiding type party. 1 drunken night. Now that I understand the premise, you know, at least I get the idea of what I'm supposed to do. Ah, I should be able to roll through that, through like the, oh wow, it's the first time one of those has hit me. Oh, if I have to do this without getting hit, we'll never get the shard. You can just forget that right now. But is it more not everyone's favorite than the lovers? Ooh, that's a good question. No, the traps are in a really mean way. Okay, so you move now. Okay, gather wood. I'll take just a basic success.
Nicely timed.
Acquire 40 wood. Yay, 5 food. News from the fort. 67 soldiers were lost. Okay. Gather wood. See, that's what I thought, Binary. Taking all the usable timber from this area, we need to find another source. You're attended by the medic before going about your business. Oh. Get rid of the bad thing. Makes a cursory inspection of the wagon of wood on your return. Good work, men. Commends the troops who accompanied you before quickly retreating to his tent. Lieutenant remarks, keep searching the hills. We'll need stone as well. You may visit the mess tent for supplies so long as you remain useful to us. And someone get this mercenary some decent equipment, he roars, heading back to his tent. Oh. I should take the Bastion of Purification, since we have the Winter's Bane. Scorched Blade sounds really useful. kind of want to try Scorch Blade. It sounds like fun. Take the Bastion. Inspect the defenses. Leave the fort. Leave Captain Outpost on another gathering mission. Inspect the defenses. Orders to fortify this base camp before he sends us into the mountains to find Roland. At least we might last a little longer here than exposed to the mountain trails. Let me show you what we have planned. Discuss the state of the fort defenses. What would you suggest we construct? Wooden spikes, 30 wood, 80 defense. Palisade, 80 wood, 190 defense. Get out ballistas. This is awesome. Build wood structures faster. Okay. +5 squad size with and 11 food. It takes 11 food from me as well. With more squad size, we'd be able to gather more stuff. Be able to gather faster. Oh, nothing. Well, it is challenging, but I live for things like this. For 90, we'd get 240. See how this works. Build wooden spikes. Construction begins on a series of wood spikes along the edge of the perimeter ditch. Okay, so it takes them time to build it. That's fine. Okay, now I know it takes time. Fort defense, we're trying to get to 1,000. Okay. Let's go.
A
Mage
magician
workshop.
still operating in these lands? A brave decision, and one I hope keeps him in good health.
You enter the workshop of the Enchanter. He specializes in adding magical powers to items, especially those that bring health and fortune to your adventures. I can enchant one of your items. Be warned, any existing enchantment will be destroyed. What kind of enhancement would you like? A health enhancement, a long life enhancement? Wait. What's the difference?
Long life might be max health.
Yeah, but then what's health?
Actually get
But it's going on a piece of equipment.
I have no idea.
So would it be life per fight? Like gain 10 before the fight starts. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe.
Max life would be max life. Long life is max life. I'm
Yeah.
pretty positive about that. Can't get a food or gold enhancement.
Maybe after the fight you heal or something.
Hi, Heavy Shar HS. I probably said that wrong and I deeply apologize. Welcome to the stream. Something that restores your life on trigger versus something that increases your maximum life. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Life gain bonuses. Okay.
Also, hi.
I have waited 100 years for my revenge.
Quite a dealer. I have to let chat vote.
It appears I must wait 100 more.
That's your guess anyway? Not sure? Okay. I'm going to take the health enhancement just so we can see what it is. And you can... so you can see how it works and you can update as needed. The Will of the Emperor can have a health enhancement. That's cool.
The lion is a symbol of purity, nobility, and truth.
Lionheart artifact. Receives 5 max life and 50 life when activated. That's cool. It is done. Handing over your equipment. Creatures don't match the current challenge. So it switched them out. Okay. So he switches one of your pieces of equipment for a different piece of equipment. Okay. Well, there were not thieves yet, so that's okay. Existing enchantment will be destroyed. Well, I figured you could maybe go back to him and pay and get a different enhancement. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it said it did not match the current challenge. So it's to get something that has a bonus to whatever the mission is. That'd be too powerful. It's only a basic card, not a platinum. I don't think so. Depends on how much you have to pay. Nothing there.
Thus we see the contempt the Empire holds your kind in.
A careless comment in an Imperial tavern gains you some unwanted attention. A soldier pushes through the throng. Though merely a corporal, you sense his eagerness to prove himself. Empire is no place for honorless sellswords, he says loudly, sizing you up with contempt. Coin slaves like you are little more than undisciplined thugs. Nobody cares for your outrageous claims of heroism. I know this mercenary, a trader at the back of the tavern pipes up. They say he defeated the magical shaman of a northerner tribe. Irrelevant, the soldier says, turning back to you. You think you know how to handle that thing, do you? He continues, gesturing at your weapon. Cassius, the finest swordsman in my company. Would you like to prove your mettle against a real warrior? Or are goblins and the corrupted the limit of your talents? Boy, I have taken out maybe 100 of your soldiers at this point. No. And even if it was, I'd smoke him too, because I don't like him. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Very drunk. Watchman can block, greatly reducing incoming damage. Use bash to open them up for damage. This is too easy, I agree. Enough! Your opponent steps back, hands raised. I don't have time for this nonsense. Originally, good old Cassius here was a captain of steel. Then the card got updated. Guess Cassius' drunkenness got him demoted hard. I guess so. What do you mean you don't like Cassius Bright? I don't like Cassius Bright. The tavern crowd cheers your victory, and the tales of your battle are told and retold. Your prowess growing with each telling. He's about as good a father as Goku is. There we go. I said it. The fort defense got upgraded, so it's done there. So what was that? 1, 2, 3 turns. I don't have time to build another one. What happens if I'm there? You struggle to the other side of the river. Inspect the defenses. Build. Requires a palisade. Okay, build a palisade then. Inspect the defenses. Leave the fort.
The raiders will move
Bring it.
closer now. Be careful.
Fort is under attack. You rush to confront the raiders as the soldiers mobilize. Great. Cassius was from Trails of the Sky. Okay. You don't know everything about him from only the first game, so I guess that's why I have an attachment to him. Yep. And I can tell you, I'll never have an attachment to him. Like, 2 games probably will not change my mind on him. First impressions go a long way with me. Fort is under attack. You rush to confront the raiders as the soldiers mobilize. 13 soldiers advance with you, eager for battle. I guess that's one of my problems with Trails in the Sky, just in general, is I don't care for like half the characters. Like, I have no attachment to most of the characters. What do I need? Oh, I can't see. And the characters I did feel an attachment to felt like they got pooped on all the time, so... You survived the initial skirmish. 9 Northerners were killed, 0 Empire soldiers were lost. 933 soldiers and 62 attackers remained for the main battle. Gain 4 fame. Darn, I only get to take out a few of them. 57 soldiers were killed or injured. 876 soldiers remain. Can go back. Yay, life! And yay, lost gold. Corey,
Stone
nice.
will be key to your success.
Okay, so that's where that is. I forgot to bring I didn't get to bring soldiers because the command didn't show back up. Okay, 270 defense. Gather stone. Huge success, failure, failure. Duplicate huge success. 2 chances for huge success. There's a way to kill more, ... Okay. Oh, none. None unless I specifically ask for it. Just laugh at my failure. At least not the first time, and then we'll run through it again and we'll get some more knowledge. Huge success! Did it! Men are highly motivated, working the stone quickly and efficiently. You lose 1 food. Gathered 33 stone. I wish I could just stay here and do it again. You know? I don't see why you can't just stay here for this mission. Just stay here. Huge failure. That's uncool. That's fine. I don't either. All right, love. Let's see how you did. Success.
Woo.
Good job.
Did it.
Rest for the day. Lose one food. Gather 56 stone. That gets smacked. Northerners attacking 92. 789 soldiers remain. So we got the palisade. Now we want a gatehouse. We need 70. So we have enough stone. Well, no, we're one stone short. Of course we are. Portable structure faster. Reveal map. There's not much we haven't seen. I need 110, 220 wood, and then more stone. Raiding party. Hide. Oh, lame. Struggle to the other side of the river. Kind of curious. Oh, now they're coming from the other side too. Yeah, this isn't gonna go well. Nope. As witches fly, you are startled by a loud anguish groan. To your surprise, the tree branches begin to move, swatting down the soldiers. Ow. Together 30 wood. That's lame. Raiding party. No, I messed that one up. My bad. I like the idea of this mission quite a bit, like a lot. The execution, I'm not super feeling right now. style. You would have hated it in its original form. I reckon it's much more refined now. Beats me. There's killed during your skirmish.
You have far
Tossers.
more pride than the usurper ever did. But you reach far further than he did. Curious.
A noxious smell alerts you to an uncommon group of tossers led by a short, stumpy woman with an eye patch. Eye Patch Eve, they call her. And although the dress in greasy drabs, her fingers are adorned with exquisite rings and their pockets are deep with gold. Look at this princess. I bet they've never done a day's dirty work, she snickers. What do you say? Fancy eking out a bit of coin? Tide's a-comin'. Better get in there quick, princess, says Eye Patch Eve, as one of her consorts lifts a lid off a manhole. You and the tossers come splashing down, and your boots soak up the muck. You feel something at the bottom of the putrid subterranean river. Scorched blade. Ugh. Lame. Most milk only to fish out no boot. I'll have that, snaps Eye Patch Eve. She takes a big whiff of it for stashing it in a crusty bag. Time to surface. Leave you behind and you're swarmed by the corrupted. Oh, I'm killing the corrupted. I'm just gonna kill the corrupted. Lame. Don't get the blade, because I rolled bad.
Why did we even get down this sewer in the first place?
Because item. That's why.
Time for the hammer!
Yay, fame. And we get 10 gold. That we're going to promptly lose. 105 northerners are attacking. We took some prisoners in the last attack, he says. They have little useful information, but claim to have tunneled through the eastern mountains via a tunnel that emerges near an old quarry. We should investigate next time we have the chance. Face back. There's Lady of the Lake.
Bring the battle to their door.
Unable to get closer, you turn back to report what you've seen. Oh, really? So now I can't get there? That's... Alright.
Poorly done.
Yeah,
You
I'm
must
really
harness
impatient right
your
now.
will and find the quiet stillness inside you.
Build a bridge. Why not just keep me on the bridge? Oh, because it needs time to be built. Awesome! Oh, I don't want this one. I'm just gonna choose choose randomly. This one. If you can't tell, I just don't care. I don't care with how this mission A started and B is finishing, so. Oh, I can't guard against two, so that was bad. Lose 10 gold, gain 4 fame when you're lost in combat. Lost during the skirmish. Unfortunately, no more there. Raiding party again. Alright, I'm just off on that now. How's it going? Bad. Kind of given up, honestly. Yeah, I got something for all yours. Honestly, I'm not upset. I was upset Thursday. I'm not upset. I just understand the mission better now, and I'd like to retry now that I have a better understanding of it. Imperial Fort. I can't visit the mess tent. I can build the gatehouse. We can do that. Raiding party again. Okay, so basically what
games
kind of...
within games within games.
Lame. Terrible. The hangman is next, correct? If I remember the what's on there correctly. Fort. Corey, go ahead and gather stuff. No. Upon a tunnel entrance, lead all the way to the other side of the mountains. Great Fall Tunnel. Leave the quarry to rest for the day. 2 fame, 25 stone. Yay,
A hidden passage. Perhaps you can make it harder for the Northerners to progress.
Well, on the pyramid map had a Great Fall Tunnel listed, but I had no idea it still existed. Hours later, they returned and report. It leads through to the other side of the mountains. There's clear evidence the Northerners have used this path for years. Is this the only way out of on this side? We can't be completely sure, but it looks like it. We could fortify the entrance on this side, making the tunnel even smaller. Then even a small garrison could hold the pass. It would force those barbarians to take a different path. 20, 20, and 20. Okay, well, we'll travel through. Find a curious ring.
Well done. Old spirits dwell in these waters, and old power they offer. Still,
Lady...
I would not trust their terms if I were you.
The Lady of the Lake calls you to her shores. Scorched Blade. Sure. Waves of the lake, never and crash upon the rocks that surround it. Okay, so you get a weapon. That's cool. And what is that? Oh yeah, Anders the Drunkard. Sure.
Even the greatest of all of us are our Father's children, for better or worse.
Taking refuge in the Nag's Head Tavern, a popular drinking establishment and impromptu fistfight arena, you find a man resting his head in a pool of ale. Look of utter gloom on his face. Anders! Ardani rushes forward and pulls him into a proper sitting position. He blinks twice, then slumps back into his ale. Though much more disheveled since you last saw him, this is indeed Anders, apprentice blacksmith and friend to Ardani. We gotta cheer him up. Offer him some cake. Oh, we're out of food. Offer him some gold. Ugh. Oh well. I have no need for the money. This one. Tickle him. Oh, just a little bit. Do it again later. 420 defense, raiding party. That looks really cool. Scorched Blade. The Inquisition tortured Equina for black magic before burning him at the stake. His sword survived, and some say he still dwells within. Wrong one. Yeah, I don't have any blessings to lose. I have that one that's worthless for this map. My huge success. I get why people don't like this one. It kind of drags its feet. Like, it's a really cool idea, but it's just more boring than fun. Wait, go back. I need soldiers. Yeah, there you go. It's very tedious. Oh, that's fun.
Breathe. You have done well.
That made a nice noise, though. Okay, you do have to build everything, because that's 1,000 exactly. So, total... $390 wood. $390 wood, 60 stone. So we have more than enough stone. Okay. So you only need 60 stone. Now, to help you, you can use more stone to get stuff. Like, I guess reveal the map, but at this point you don't need to reveal the map. Build stone structures faster, build wood structures faster. Which might be needed. You have to build the palisade, then the gatehouse, then the central tower. So really, wood is the most important. You can find the stone later, but it's like everything takes a bunch of wood. Which means just spamming dense forest over and over and over and over and over again. Which that really stinks.
The table has changed, yet the stakes remain the same. Life or death.
Because you get, when we fail, which is what we do most of the time, it's 30. So we'd have to run back and forth 13. Well, it'd be less than that. We can get a herd rate from the light forest. So 290, 30, 10 times. We'd have to do dense forest 10 times just to get all the wood we need, and that's if we don't rebuild the ravine or any of this stuff. Which we should. That way we gather more wood. We should hit the light forest, burn all the food. I play Settlers of Catan. Settlers of Catan is a blast. Burn all the food, make the turtle stable. So you have +5 squad size. Then find the dense forest and just spam it. We should have built one of the first settlements on 4 so we could produce wood. Oh, yep, correct. We should have. Poor decision.
Whoops.
Yeah. That's what we should have done. That stinks.
Can you hold against such savages? And for how long?
I could hold against them. As long as the game lets me. The problem is they don't. I'll take all 100 right now. Never got to play Puerto Rico. I wouldn't know.
Some bad people.
Oh, I tried already. It didn't let me. Because the game hates me. I disagree with that. There's a lot of random chance. There's all the cards. There's all the there's all the mini games. But there's chance there to me because I can't follow any of it. As good as chance to me. It's not chance. You're supposed to have the skill to follow the cards, I suppose.
The pendulum is ever changing, and the challenges it presents change too. That will set you in good stead from here.
Build. We need to build all of it. Build the ballistas. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Nicely timed.
Okay, that's done building. construct the gatehouse. That's true. All the gift voting because of this.
You have done
Because of
well.
the walking back and forth.
It even looks weird with that red locks they have.
Let's see. There are 330 soldiers left. Oh, I didn't mean to walk that way. Yo ho ho!
Next time, bring more food.
Central Tower. At the fort. 75. 100 total defense. Aren't a good majority of walkthroughs fan walkthroughs? That's true. Attacking tokens does have some consequences. Yeah, I can see they lose like attackers when they die. You know, if I kill 11, then that's 11 less that hits the fort. Shovel soldier, it was a trap, soldier stammers. We were lured to the village with promises of peace, but their warriors, thousands of them, had snuck behind us. We didn't stand a chance. Turns to Captain Opposite says, ready the men. If what this man claims is true, then Roldan may already be dead. I saw a barbarian monster drag him off his horse with my own eyes, the soldier declares wild-eyed. It was covered in ice that no blade could pierce. Dismisses the man. Mercedes, you'll lead my men to this village immediately. Opus, bring me their leader, and we will have the truth. Defeat Northern Army.
Try as you might, you fall short of greatness.
For failing to defeat the Northern Army, 500 soldiers required. Okay, there were only 302 left. That's fine. I got the idea now. Which way did you move? Fortify the tunnel entrance now, because it can. But it doesn't matter now.
Justice seems such a fleeting concept. Lost among the sea winds. All we have left is her younger sister, Revenge.
Must be rolled on its band. As you watch, the shaman concludes a ritual and the corpses are consumed by green flame. From the ashes rises a monster, a frightful construct of ice and steel. Desecrating our men, one of the soldiers cries out. The Northmen below turn to regard the tree line with suspicion. Having lost the element of surprise, Alpus gives the command to attack. Northern Champion, his cold eyes meet yours, and you can sense the many who have died at his hand. Roldan is merely the most recent. Tyrants favor regenerative ice armor that stops standard attacks. Use Bash to break through.
Which one's one?
The one with all the ice armor.
Come on!
Currently on fire. Oh man, that didn't last. As the fighting in your vicinity dies down, you pause to take stock of the two armies locked in combat. You find yourself outnumbered as the Northerners cut down the remaining Imperial soldiers. The Empire has lost the field, but you have defeated their champion. Adventurer.
You have built your towers right into the heart of northern territories and held them against great forces.
For defeating the Northerners champion, Shield of Agil, Northern Justice, Spiked Bone Guard, Coward's Bane, Carriage of the Departed, Spyglass, Illicit Trade, and Raider Prevention are now added to our adventures. For defeating the Northerners champion, Worker's Hammer, we can start with the hammer. For exploring Greyfell Tunnel, we get Bullseye, and that's that. Yay. Alright, I don't really have... That's good. I'm not sure how much they're gonna help me. I like the cards we have, but it doesn't replace skill. I unfortunately don't have time to start another one, so we'll pick up the pieces and try again tomorrow. We'll probably give Justice another try and see if we can't gold it out. We know we need 500 soldiers now, and we kind of got a plan. So I kind of have a plan. And then might give the wheel another try. We were really close and just got some really bad luck. So we'll probably give that one another try as well. I'll add more. Hope to see you again tomorrow. Until then, I'm Cendril. Hope you enjoyed and had a lot of fun. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.